In this video, we will make the hair using modeling and sculpting techniques. Also, we will be using a feature called DynTopo, short for dynamic topology. As always, add a cube, which we will sub-D to make the hair. Now, do the mirror modifier trick. And move the mirror modifier above the sub-D to avoid any issues. Don't forget to enable clipping and move the middle edge right to merge it. Try to make the general shape of the hair. Pay attention to the silhouette. Since we don't have enough geometry, we will apply the sub-D. But first, we will apply the mirror, then the sub-D. The order matters. Now delete half the hair and add the mirror back. Get the grab brush in sculpt mode. Here I'm using the draw sharp to carve the hair in. Use X-ray view to compare your model to the image. You'll encounter a very common issue with sculpting. Basically, you will reach a point where there is not enough geometry for sculpting. I can't sculpt this as I need more polygons. One fix is to subdivide the model by using the sub-D modifier, then apply it. But this is not a really good fix. A better solution is to use DynTopo, which creates points as you go. So enable it, and you will see this warning. Just click OK. It turned it into triangles. You can check the settings here. I will use the draw brush and see what happens. It adds geometry as you go, as you can see. Currently we're using the relative detail, which means the farther you are from the object, less details. And the closer you are, more details. Or you could just use constant details. We'll increase the strength to 8. And this is what we will use. Quick note, the grab brush won't affect the DynTopo. It's just there to grab and move points, not really sculpt. The blue brushes are the only affected brushes by DynTopo, as far as I know. DynTopo doesn't work with the mirror modifier, so we will apply it in object mode, then use the normal mirror that is available in sculpt mode. Enable DynTopo. Change the strength to maybe to 8. We will use the blob brush to create this effect. Like this. I started sculpting, but I immediately realized I didn't enable mirroring, so I will redo everything with Ctrl Z in a second. Enable the X mirror at the top right. Maybe change the brush size so it fits this area. Do a circular movement so you pull it out. Like this. Some sharp vertices here, so hold shift to use the smooth brush. I need more details, so that's why I used the draw brush. Use the grub brush to shape the hair. Turn off geometry wireframe so we could see more clearly. Mask this clump of hair with Ctrl Shift left click. Ctrl I to invert it. My edit now is only gonna affect the bright area. Clear the mask. Now we can edit this area. Pick the blob brush and with Dyn Topo, we will extrude the clumps out with a circular movement. Move it down. Now with the second clump of hair, some areas might need smoothing. And the next one now. We'll move the bottom of the scalp up. Smooth this area with Shift. There is a gap at the top of the hair. We will fix it very soon. Now let's fix this with the inflate brush. Turn off down top, of course. Inflate, then smooth. So now we're done, but the hair has too many polygons, so we will reduce them using the decimate modifier. Set the decimate ratio to 0.05, which will leave 5% of the polygons. I tried different values as you can see, but in the end I settled with 0.05. Go back to 0.05. Shade smooth the hair and disable geometry wireframe. Then apply the modifier. I noticed that the shape of the character's jaw doesn't look like the reference, so I'm gonna edit it. Maybe the cheek too? I will adjust some parts of the head, like the eyes. A bit of the forehead too. The fingers are still short, so I made them longer.